Hey you BiKoPians, I'm Paul. It is new bike day. What is in the box? Can you see? That, my friends, you fellow BiKoPians, is an Ari Shafer 3.0. That bike is beautiful. Ari does a really good job packaging the bike. So the Shafer 3.0 comes in two boxes, the big box and the smaller box. The smaller box is still sort of big, but it has the wheels and parts in it. Carbon seat post, sweet, stock, that's awesome. So what's cool about the packaging of this bike is it appears to be Velcro, which is pretty nice. Again, this is the nicest setup that I have ever seen for a bike being shipped. So I got the seat post out of the packaging. It is carbon. It's pretty sweet. I've actually never had a carbon seat post of all the bikes I've ridden over a really long time. And WTB, I don't know if it's new, but they have this Graveler saddle. I've ridden a lot of mountain bike WTB saddles, so I'm really stoked to try this. Let's get this baby installed. Seat post is on, bike is in stand. First impressions of the stock Ari grip tape. Really like it, feels very sticky. All right, it's on. I'll say the really cool part about the internal cable routing right here, I know it's like very controversial. It was definitely harder to get on, but the thing I like about it is it's not coming in contact with the paint. I've had a lot of other bikes where even on internal cable routing go through like right there, the cables will rub on the paint and scuff up the paint job, and kudos to already thinking of putting it through here because you're not gonna scuff up the paint, which is pretty sweet. One of the reasons I chose the Ari Shafer was because of this right here. It might seem insignificant to a lot of y'all, but this is a universal derailleur hanger, and one of the issues that most people don't realize is a lot of the derailleur hangers are specific to the manufacturer and stuff, and I guess several years ago, the universal derailleur hanger was introduced, but not all bike brands have adopted on their bikes, especially gravel bikes. And it was something I look for because I don't want to have to buy a new gravel bike for a really long time. And my wife said I couldn't get a new bike for 2 years. So there's that. Other reason why I chose the Ari Shafer over other ones is the massive tire clearance. Mine that I got came with 50 millimeter wide tires on it. That's pretty huge. I'll give you a little comparison. This Bamboo gravel bike right here has 40s on it, so you can see the width difference there. And then look at these mountain bike tires that I have on my Santa Cruz 5010, and you can just see the difference between the two. Obviously knobby, real fast gravel tires, but these are really wide tires. And I plan on doing a Century 100-mile ride on these in May, and some really long rides, and the pure pavement with the roadies. And all the research I've done, and this might be controversial, and I'm sure people might leave angry comments about this, but maybe the unpopular opinion for me is I'm gonna choose the comfort of these big wide tires. And these tires, the Swabies, the G1s, they're fast. You can look up wattage tests, like there's not a lot of difference between these and skinnier tires. So it's like, I'm gonna be more comfortable and have fast tires and better grip. So that is the reason I bought this bike, to ride both gravel, mountain bike trails, and really long road rides like the Horsey 100 coming up in May in Kentucky. So let's get these wheels on the bike. I got some Crank Brothers Candy 2 pedals to put on the Ari Shafer. I've never used Crank Brothers pedals. I've always used SPDs, and it'll be interesting. I've come a long way. My first Century road ride, I rode my Ibis Haka MX with enduro flat pedals for 100 miles. So I've evolved from my mountain bike ways to sort of roadie-ish ways in some ways, but I will always go with mountain bike pedals over full roadie pedals because I want to walk around when I'm not on my bike, and it's just easier to get in and out. And I don't know, I can just never go full roadie, but let's get these on the bike. All right, other major selling point for this bike was the end frame storage. So let's open this for the first time. That was pretty awesome, easy. You can see the raw carbon in there. It looks pretty good. I have this on my Santa Cruz 5010 mountain bike, and I really love the in-frame storage for stuff like tubes and tools and stuff. You don't have to have like an ugly little bag on the back of your saddle. Pretty sick. Other cool part about this Ari Shafer is, you know, you have the 2 water bottle cage holders, but there's attachment points on the fork, and then you have something for like a bento box up here. Again, bolt on so you're not scuffing up the paint. Pretty sick. Let's get these water bottle cages on. One of the biggest questions I had about buying the Ari Shafer was the metallic root beer color. I was like, will I like that? I have never seen a metallic root beer bike before. I do tend to go with darker colored bikes that have like mud tones because my bikes get dirty and I don't want to clean it all the time. Just personal opinion. But the question is, does the metallic root beer brown look good? And I know this video won't do it justice. I can't wait to actually see this bike in the sunlight. But my initial impressions are, wow, it actually looks really cool. Very different. There's a sparkle to it. The brown looks pretty good. But the question is, does it actually look like root beer? Here's some A&W root beer that I happen to have, so let's pop it. Does it look like root beer? What do you think? Foamy. But yeah, root beer tastes good. Bike looks good. Thank you for joining this unboxing of the Ari Shafer. My initial first impressions inside of the box. It lives up to the hype, at least visually. About to go on a pretty cool bike ride with some roadie mountain bike friends today on some steep hills. We'll see how it does. Just want to note, I did not get sponsored by Ari to do this. I bought this bike with my own money, and I'm just putting this out there to help other people make an informed decision. Just my own opinions, nobody else's. I hope this helps you all. We'll see how the bike performs, but like, subscribe, and help me chase my bike dream of building a bike company, and part of that is fueling this channel. So thank you, and later, BiKoPians. See you on the road or the trail. Peace.